Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Now it is the next day. I had to honestly just take a moment to chat about the game after because that was generally crazy. We did make it through 3-2 on penalties. Lionesses are through. We will be playing Italy in the semi-finals. But before, obviously, I do have to chat about the game. There's just so much to say. I mean, I think first of all, I think we really struggled. I think you have to give that credit to Sweden because they were ruthless in that first half. I know they could have scored a third, which thankfully Hannah Hampton did save us because I think going to half time, when you're 2-0 down, there's still that hope, but when you're 3-0 down, it's a lot harder to come back to from that. So obviously, big up to Hannah Hampton, big up to Leah Williamson. They definitely made some really big, obviously, tackles. Leah made some great tackles, and obviously, Hannah Hampton made some great saves. I think the elephant in the room was obviously going to be Jess Carter because she did really struggle. She had such a poor game. I was actually surprised Serena kept her on for 17 minutes. I wasn't surprised she didn't pull her off in the first half. I would have probably took her off in the second half because I think she really struggled. Her pace, they were just too fast for her. And I think you could have made a change, whether that's Maya Leticia, whether that's Neve Charles. So it would have been nice to see a change, but I do understand because Serena does like what she likes, and I don't think she likes to make too many changes. I think the second half were much better, because I think whoever said anything that in the changing room must have gave them a kick up the backside because we did seem much more better. Obviously, they were a low block. They were doing the low block sort of football, defending. It was quite hard to play up against that. But you could really sense we did need those changes in that game. So obviously, I'm really happy we got Chloe Kelly, Michelle Agumang, Beth Mead, they all made an impact. Chloe Kelly is so amazing. She did such a great job. Now, those assists were incredible. Those, obviously, crosses were great. We've seen that for Arsenal all season, but I think it's just amazing to see that again. Her link-up player, obviously, Michelle Agumang, who is only 19 years old. She came on, got a great goal, an equaliser. Like, I couldn't imagine how insane that must have felt for her. So everyone had their part to play in, obviously, how we got to the penalties, to extra time. Now, going into extra time, I did think we would have got a goal. I didn't ever think in my mind it's going to penalties. I think the last 10 minutes I thought to myself, it's going to go to penalties, isn't it? So when it went to penalties, I just couldn't watch. I was like hiding behind a cushion. I hate penalties. Obviously, big up to Hannah Hampton. She did some great saves. Obviously, Chloe Kelly, Lucy Bronze did step up when he needed to. I think we all know those penalties on both sides were very poor. They weren't great at all. But ultimately, for me, we were there. We got them through the semi-finals, and we need to definitely learn from our performances, from our mistakes, because that obviously wasn't a great performance from us at all. It was very poor. Um, especially at first off, they just went through our midfield. Kira Walsh was very poor. She gave the ball away so many times, and that's not the Kira Walsh we all know. So I feel as though we do have to make some adjustments for our next game. Obviously, and we'll do a preview more near the time, but I do think this team needs a bit of a freshen up, and we definitely saw that when these subs came on, we're a completely different team. We're a lot more stronger. Sweden did go for it, especially in extra time. I think they'd rather have done that. I think the penalties was quite hard for them, but yeah, the feeling that I feel now is relief that we're through. I would have been very sad, disappointed if we'd went out in the quarterfinals. I think just more to see from us. Obviously, as I'm filming, I don't know, is Spain or obviously Switzerland are through, but um I think Spain are definitely the ones that might win. I think they're going to be hard to play up against. I know they've got France as well, so if they go through, so for me, obviously, big up to Lucy Bronze, our absolute warrior. She's so incredible, stepping up at the big moments like Chloe Kelly as well. Hannah Hampton, obviously, I think she might have broke her nose, and her stepping up as well when she did too was amazing. So big ups to all them players that stepped up. Like I said, it wasn't our best performance, wasn't the best penalty shootout, but sometimes you just have to get over the line. Sometimes you just have to have a bit of luck. We definitely had a bit of luck, especially in them penalty shootouts, but I think we can just breathe now knowing that we've done it. I mean, at that penalty shootout, I genuinely thought that was going to go on forever. It was so, so stressful. Obviously, big up some players on both sides that went for the penalties because I couldn't. That would stress me out. But like I said, proud of the girls. 2-0 down to come back up, get to penalties and win is amazing. So I'm really, really proud of them. Obviously nervous for the semi-final game, but we can obviously have a rest for a bit, relax, and obviously enjoy watching these games coming up. So let me know obviously what your thoughts are in the comments down below, and I hope you've enjoyed what I've had to say. I've really enjoyed obviously chatting with you guys about it. I also do want to add as well about Serena. It would have been nice as well to see her make some substitutes a lot earlier. I did think maybe at the start of the first half we would have seen maybe like a Neve Charles or a Chloe Kelly. So I would have liked to see it a bit sooner, but obviously it worked out in the end. So I don't want to complain too much because I'm happy we're through. But obviously, let me know in the comments down below your thoughts on the game because it absolutely was crazy. But thank you all so much for watching my show today. I've really enjoyed chatting and I hope you have enjoyed my video. Of course, if you're new here, please do make sure you are smashing them likes and subscribing. And I will see you on my next video. Bye, guys.